I think we look at him as somebody of tremendous compassion who reached out to the sick and who felt for them and who was so close to St. Joseph that he could invoke his intercession that the people be healed. And I know he became famous because of all of that, but he wasn't looking for fame. He was super humble.
Personally, for years, I have prayed to Brother Andre and asked the intercession of St. Joseph for the care of my parents and my brother and his family.
At the level of my grandparents and great-uncles, many of them frequently went to Montreal. I had two great-uncles that were wounded in the wars, and I had some of the relatives, and they frequently went up to visit Brother Andre and pray for healing. I always heard about that as a child, and we went to Montreal as a family. But later, when we were going through my grandmother's things after she passed away at 100 years old, we found all the holy cards from his funeral, and a number of the family had been at his funeral.
The canonization of Brother Andre, now he's a saint, was really a great experience. We were there, and we really represent the school. We can say we were there to represent our school because he worked like 40 years out of school, and we really wanted to be there, and it was really great.
I didn't know Brother Andre really growing up, although I did go to Marianite schools, and just have been introduced to him through the years. I have had the opportunity to go to Montreal, and so I think there it was just awakened to me who he really was and how powerful his prayer was.
My father, at one point we were walking through the Basilica at Notre Dame, and he saw the statue of Brother Andre. He asked who he was, and I said it was Brother Andre, who was a Holy Cross brother, and he said, I met him. So my father, when he was a little child, actually met Brother Andre in Montreal when he went up there with his mother, and he talked about how he seemed to be a very holy man, a very quiet but a very powerful man.
Brother Andre is a simple man, and he fondly himself is a dog of St. Joseph, and he invites every people to go to St. Joseph. And devotion to St. Joseph, by looking at him, my faith increases.
Often my mother would pray when someone was sick to Brother Andre, and so we knew Andre. I had no understanding of the family of Holy Cross growing up in a Franciscan parish, but I did go to Marianite schools my whole life. Brother Andre for me is simplicity, and that a simple man of faith we acknowledge as God's saint yesterday.
But I've seen and met him through other people, especially through my visits in Canada, and with people who have known Brother Andre. Brother Andre, who was very kind to the poor, was a healer, was a man of prayer, was a great teacher.
Brother Andre represents not only the gift of faith, which is so important to us as Christians, but also the gift of trusting in God's providence. The fact that so many people have been healed or received God's blessing through his intercession. And today is a great celebration for the whole church to recognize that gift, and for the congregation of Holy Cross, of course, to recognize that one of our brothers has been blessed and recognized by the church.
I run a center called the Brother Andre Outreach Center for the Poor, and we serve the poor in our neighborhood. And it's aptly named, I believe, Brother Andre Center, because somebody asked me the other day, what is my relationship there with Brother Andre? What does Brother Andre teach the people there? And I think the fact that he was a simple person is very helpful to our clients, because a lot of them think they're worth nothing. And they can offer nothing. But Brother Andre shows them that a simple, humble, uneducated person can do a lot of good things, and a lot of good things for God.
Humility.
Kindness, welcoming.
Hope.
Hospitable.
A man of simplicity and devoted to prayer.
He is inspirational.
Persevering.
Simplicity.
Joy.
Authentic.
Compassion.
Humility.
Determination.
The healer.
Zeal for the apostle.
Trusting in divine providence.
Joy.
Relationship.
Saint.